Dear students, today we will discuss ILS, that is International Labour Standard. In this video, we will be discussing about the ILS system, how it formed, what are the conventions in ILS. ILS is basically the International Labour Standard, which is the part of International Labour Organization, that is ILO. That ILO was established in 1919, and this is the under the International Labour Conference. So this is the structure of what we can say is the International Labour Office, ILO. That we have 4 delegates per member state, 1 worker delegate, 2 government delegate, and 1 employer delegate. And if we talk about the government bodies, we have 18 workers representatives, then 28 government representatives, and 14 representatives from the employer side. Now moving to the next slide. ILS is basically International Labour Standards. Basically, these are the legal instruments drawn up by the ILO, that is International Labour Organization, which constitute the government, employer, and worker. And it set out some basic principles and rights at the work. Means like if we talk about what constitute International Labour Standard, that is, it is constituted through ILO, where which is the the organization which have government representative, employer representative, and the worker representatives, and this whole makes or sets some rules, principles, how to work, what are the right form of work that are set by International Labour Standards. So International Labour Standards are of 2 forms. One are convention and another one are recommendations. Like conventions are those legally binding international treaties that may be rectified by the member states. Means here these are those international treaties which can be rectified the member states with ratified, which is make into existence by the member states. And recommendations are those which serve as non-binding guidelines. Means these are the things which the state members can follow it or not. They are not bound to follow those guidelines. Now, how ILS made? See, International Labour Standards, if we talk about both, convention and recommendation are drawn up by the representatives of the government, employer, and worker, and are adopted at ILO Annual International Labour Conference. Means these conventions or the recommendations of ILS are made into existence by the various representatives of government, employer, and the employer at the conference, International Labour Conference of ILO. Now, once these adopted, the standard is to be submitted by the member state or to be competent authority. Means like here, once these get set, they are submitted by the state member to the authority, and that authority, normally the parliament, for consideration in case of convention for ratification. Means like to set up the conventions, like here the representative member states need to submit that to the appropriate authority, and that appropriate authority could be normally the parliament. Now, what is ratification for how ratification of conventions takes place? See, ratification of convention or you can say ratification of ILO conventions are voluntary, Then ratification is a formal procedure whereby a state accepts the convention as a legally binding instrument. Means these are the legal, say suppose if we talk about like this is the rule made by the labor should have a canteen facility in the factory, then it is a legal binding instrument. So a country is subject to the ILO's regulation supervisory system responsible for assuring that ratification conventions are applied. So what here we do, the those countries who are member of this ILO need to supervise all the systems and then takes the ratification of conventions. Now let's look at the two special categories of ILS. See, we have two special categories like fundamental, that fundamental means the core conventions, and the priority conventions. Like if we talk about the core conventions, there are 8 conventions and 4 standards are that freedom of association, convention number 87, and the effective recognition of the right to collective bargaining. Then the elimination of all forms of force or compulsory labor. Then the third one is the effective abolition of child labor. We do have, India do have all these type of acts. Then the elimination of discrimination in respect of employment and occupation. That comes into convention number 100 and 111. Now, ratification of the core convention, there are currently over 1,290 ratification of this convention, and this represent 85% of the possible number of ratifications. Now, what are priority conventions? See, 4 ILO conventions that covering 3 standards are designated as priority instrument because of their importance to the functioning of the international labor standard systems. These covers these following 3 things. Like first one is your labor inspections. That is, you can say labor inspections, like it comes under number 91 and number 129 for agriculture. Then tripartite consultations, like we have key tripartite bodies which have government, employer organization and the workers organization, number 144, and there is employment policies at number 122. Now these are the few subjects which are the part of international standards, like freedom of association, collective bargaining, industrial relation, elimination of forced labor, abolition of child labor, protection of child and young person, equality of opportunity and treatment, tripartite consultations, like we do have labor administration and inspection, then employment policy and program promotion, and many more, like wage, time wage, occupation, safety and health, security, maternity protection, social policy, migrant workers, seafarers, fishman, dock worker. So these are the few subjects which are the part of ILS uh, organization. Now, how ILS are created? See, this is the basically the procedure of ILS. It all started from a governing international concern on which action is needed to be taken. Like for example, providing working women with maternity protection or ensuring safe working condition for agriculture worker. So this could be the objective, you can say. Then ILS are developed through a unique tripartite legislative process involving the representatives from the government, worker and employer from all around the world. So these standards are set by that unique tripartite body where we have representatives from the government, worker and employer across the world. Now this is the process. First one, we need to identify the problem. That is, say suppose that, and that identification of problem is now placed as an agenda in front of the International Labour Conference. Then a report need to be prepared and circulated along with that discussed problem. Then we take a comment taken. Then a second report was prepared for the following conferences, and then we can make the necessary amendment and adoption by a two-third majority of voters. So means like if we have all the representatives like government, employer, and worker, then two-third majority of vote is needed for approval. Then this double discussion gives conference participation sufficient time to examine the draft instrument and make comment on it. So this is all about the process of ILS. Hope this thing is clear to